Hey everybody, welcome back to Jitterbug Home Services. So I know you haven't heard from me in a little bit, or at least directly from me in a little bit, in a couple of days. And the reason is that I am sick. I could tell you my symptoms if you care, but you probably don't. I just feel like trash. So I figured I'd make this video to let you know, or give you a little info of what I do when I'm sick, because we all get sick, and how I continue, because I'm still doing what I always do, whether I'm sick or healthy. I still get up around 2 every morning. I still do my morning job, and then I go after that to my day job, which is business, and work on people's houses, help people out, and get stuff done. I still come home at the same time every night to spend time with my family. But to do all that, because there's not a whole lot of sleep in that, I have to do certain things. I have to take certain things to keep me going, keep me strong, keep me feeling halfway decent or somewhat alive, and waking up on time. So obviously I don't take any sleeping medicine except for melatonin if I have to, and I usually try not to do that. So I take my Sudafed, which is normal. I take another decongestant, which is normal, and drink lots of water, take a lot of vitamin C. That's all normal stuff. I do a lot more than that. That's probably not so mainstream, but it also helps me with my symptoms and helps to heal me faster, help me to get well faster, and to get through it all. The other stuff that I do is natural. So part of it is natural honey, which you can get most places around you. Most people can find it if they look or if they ask around. You can find natural honey. We buy it a lot at my house. We usually have a couple of bottles or jars on us all the time, and I buy it from actually it's an honor system at a house that's not far from me. It's about a 5-minute drive from me. I prefer different kinds than what my wife prefers. She likes the wildflower. I have basically anything that sounds weird to me, but it's still natural and it's still local. You can take a teaspoon of that. I usually just dump some in my mouth about 2 times a day. The honey helps. It's an anti-fungal, antibacterial, anti-everything bad, and it also coats your throat to help you not have such a sore throat, help you not cough too much, and just it's natural to feel better. It's also one of those things that is necessary in our world is honey or honeybees. The other thing is that we keep a mixture in our cabinet. My wife makes it. It's natural honey with garlic. You don't have to chop up the garlic. You put a few garlic cloves that are separated into a mason jar. You fill the whole thing up with honey. You seal it and put it in a cool, dark place is what they say. So we just keep it in the pantry. Every day you have to burp it because it ferments the honey and the garlic, and it creates like basically a medicine that helps to kick everything out of your body. Garlic is really, really good for fixing sickness. It's also good for infections. And so like garlic works really good for toothache or cavities as well. I've used it for that. When I have a cavity in my tooth, I smash garlic into it, just bite it down into the tooth, and replace it each day. Just clean it out, brush my teeth, and then smash a new one in the next day. And that actually kills off cavities, and you end up with just a clean spot on your tooth or a clean hole. So anyways, the mixture that we use, you take 1 or 2 teaspoons of the honey and garlic mixture. I think it takes about a month for it to get to where it's supposed to be. When it's ready to be used, it's almost like watery. The honey, it's not thick anymore. The garlic turns into almost rubbery. I usually try to scoop up a piece of garlic with my honey, and I chew that up and swallow that. I think it's the niacin when you chomp down on garlic that's released that actually helps you. I could be wrong about what that is. Anyways, when you do that, you don't want to use a metal spoon because it kills it. So you use a plastic spoon or whatever. The other thing we do is, like I had said, garlic. So just eat garlic, or you can chop it up and eat it immediately. Swallow it with water or whatever. That helps to relieve sickness, make you feel better. Another thing is red onions. You cut an onion in half, a whole onion in half. You put it in a Tupperware. You cover the cut side with brown sugar and put a lid on it. Leave it on the counter in a cool dark spot, but on the counter is fine. Overnight. In the morning, you're gonna have a little bit of liquid in the bottom of that Tupperware. Drink that liquid. It soothes your throat. It clears out all the mucus in your throat and in your chest and helps you feel better. And honestly, it tastes pretty decent. It has a hint of an onion flavor to it, but it's honey, or it's sweet. So because it's the brown sugar. I have noticed that when I do that, the brown sugar loses its color. It turns clear. So that's always interesting to see. Another thing we do is, again, a red onion. You cut slices off. Doesn't have to be super thick, but it's a whole onion, and you just cut slices. Put the slice on the bottom of your foot. We wear socks to keep it on there, and that's for when you go to bed at night to sleep with the onion there. It pulls all the bad stuff out of your body and helps you to sleep better, helps you to feel better. Trying to think of anything else I do. Ginger is always good, and I have ginger beer that I drink, which is just really, really strong ginger ale. There's no alcohol in it. And I like those for soothing my throat and helping me to not cough. There's a pressure point rub that my wife had taught me that she learned that clears all your lymph nodes out and just dumps everything out of your system. That's a good one. I showed it to a friend of mine, and I just don't feel like doing it right now, so I'm not going to show you right now. But basically, you're starting here, and then you're working from your head down to here again, and then it's your chest, your armpits, your elbows, wrist, down to your sternum and lower belly. And you're just massaging everything out to get everything up and moving. Another thing is the cool or hot, it really depends on what you need it for, humidifier that you put in the room. It's the mist machine with the menthol that you put in it. I didn't put it in last night. I haven't had it in since I've been sick this time. But that helps more for my wife and my kid than it does for me. I do put Vicks on the same points that I would usually rub to clear my sinuses. And mostly I put it up on my forehead. I put it right here, down to my ear. I put it under my ear here, and I put it on my throat. And it's just to open everything up to help you sleep at night. Another thing that I usually do, and I haven't this time, is when you have a sickness that is going to get into your chest or is already starting to get into your chest, if you're able to sleep upright, a husband pillow works really, really good for this. Sleep upright. The reason being that I've always felt, at least, and it's always helped me to not have it in my chest for too long, is when you're laying on your side or your back or your stomach and the mucus is draining from your sinuses down into your lungs while you sleep, because you don't have the option of spitting it out or coughing it out or whatever, then it settles over your entire lungs. And it's kind of like if you were to put that fix-a-flat stuff in a tire and then park the car and not run it. It settles in one spot in your lungs, so it'll settle over the entire part of your lungs, and it doesn't allow it to come back up and be released out of your body. If you sleep upright, it at least allows your upper lungs to still work normally, but it might settle into your lower lungs a little bit, but it's a lot easier to cough it out in the morning and get it out of your system. I take a lot of vitamin C. I think I had mentioned that. Vitamin C you can't overdose on. You can pee it out, and you'll notice if you've had enough in your body because of the color of your urine. But I take usually about 4,000 to 6,000 milligrams a day when I'm sick, just to get it out of my system. I still eat my fruits. I still eat my veggies. I still eat normal. I still drink my coffee. Another good one for helping your blood to flow and clean everything out is cayenne pepper. It's a bit more difficult to take that. If you can take cayenne pills, it might be easier. I just put cayenne in a cup of water or a cup of like coffee or whatever and drink that. That helps your blood to circulate better, renew better, and clean everything out better. So hope any of this helps you guys. I'm off to my next job, so hopefully I'm finishing up this job today, and I will see you guys the next time. Have a great day. God bless.